Hi, this is Matt Weiner, and we are watching episode 12 of season 4, which is called Blowing Smoke, and I am here with...
Bob Levinson.
And Josh Weltman.
And Bob and Josh are advertising consultants. And this episode, just to set the stage, if you haven't watched 11 recently, they've lost Lucky Strike. Dawn has tried to get business from Faye. She refused him and then told him she was getting him a meeting.
First, I want to assure you that no one at my agency knows about this meeting.
And we start here in this meeting with Dawn, with the man from Heinz, as we find out, trying to solicit business. And we've made it very clear with the help of Josh and Bob that this is not really a creative person's job. This is not, even though Don is a partner, he is the creative director and he is in charge of selling ideas and not media and not landing accounts, really. He is brought in to land accounts. I mean...
Well, his job isn't to sell himself. You know, you have agents, and one of the things that the account people do is set expectations for the creative that the creative directors can then meet or exceed so that you can have happy clients. But creative people have a very tough time setting expectations for themselves. We want to please,
right.
You know? And
one of the dynamics I was given here by both of you was the fact that the reason why the guy might be reluctant, and this actually in real life they were, Heinz had broken up their business into a few agencies, but that the unique position that Sterling Cooper Draper Price is in is that their stability is really in question, and it would be hard to land anybody during this period.
Sure.
But Don does do a good job of trying to make this guy happy, but he goes a little bit, what were you saying, Bob?
He goes too far. He talks in terms of sacrificing
that goes with it. There's a breaking in period. It's months.
Sacrificing his
I'm sorry to be so blunt.
sacrificing
But I don't know
financial return in order to get this client.
I do.
This client is incredible. This actor is fantastic. He seems like I like it too because he's not desperate, but you sense Don's desperation. That's part of the story of this episode is Don is desperate. He's cornered. Things keep getting shut down to him, shut off.
Yeah, but I also feel that the client, you see his frustration. He would like to make a move. He likes Don. He would like to make a move. He's afraid of the ramifications.
I will have an exciting idea. I happen to know that.
Well, I originally had a line in here where he said, I'm not interested in your ideas, come back to me later. And everyone said, well, he's never going to, you guys both said, he's never going to say I'm not interested in your ideas. He does want to hear Don's ideas. He just doesn't want to move.
See why I don't want to let this go.
Sure, and he does want to take a risk. I mean, all these things, all these clients are much more afraid of the downside than they are in love with the upside. He doesn't want to look like a fool.
And Don doesn't have a drink here. It's important to me that I wanted to show that he wasn't having a drink, but then as soon as this thing falls apart, and you're supposed to feel that they're in a quiet corner of an empty restaurant in the afternoon, you know, that it's a secret meeting, because this guy doesn't want to alienate his current agency. And here we have Betty at home making hot dogs in the Pyrex.
Always the gourmet.
Always the gourmet. There's a gesture here that she does that I remember my mother doing, and then again my wife doing with the kids, which is she bites a piece of the hot dog off for the baby.
Take it away from him. The spoon or the spoon.
And I love this baby who's playing Baby Gene. He's a little bit younger than 2. He actually talks quite a bit, but he's been pretty cooperative, and I just feel like he's got this great sort of feeling, and he looks more like Betty than Don. And...
Well, he's actually 8, right?
And here, the story is basically that Sally is acting like an adult. She's giving Betty something she wants to hear. And Betty is pleased by it, that she's interested in, that Sally wants to be with Henry.
You're paying me to assess your...
And here we have Dr. Atherton, who it was also on your guys' advice and definitely proved to be, stood up to research that it was true that he, as a consultant, would help them get a meeting. And it was pointed out, I think, right away that the thing that they're good at is tobacco, and what they should try and do is get a tobacco account, which is a really hard account to get. They don't move a lot. But that's what he's going to do. And he's presenting it in a very proud way. And just on the writer side of things, and then we can talk about what he's actually talking about in terms of the pitch and what expectations should be. this metaphor of the girlfriend, of the romance, of, you know, that's throughout the episode. It's you would get me a date with your mother, and here it is, you're looking for you're the ideal boyfriend, and then again, as we go through it, you'll see that a lot of the romantic relationship of I desire you, I've expressed my desire for you, that's a position of weakness, is something that we reiterate over and over again in the episode. Because Don is basically going to say, you didn't dump me, I dumped you.
Yeah, I think something that we come back to often throughout the show and the advertising is that what seems to be different about advertising at this time than today in terms of the agency-client relationship is there was a lot more attention to the agency seducing clients rather than selling them.
Right,
you know?
right. Well, here we've seen that they all are on board with the plan, but then we see behind the scenes that no one's happy with this, right?
Right.
Roger, what were you going to say, Bob?
I was that everybody's looking for the big, quick fix, and they're all nervous. They're all scared.
Where does that leave me?
Lane wants to cut costs. Harry's worried about his job. Pete wants to let Don get a shot at this. Roger wants a way bigger firm. Cooper is nervous about it, but defending it as a decision because it probably was his idea.
And new business of this sort is always a very long process. It's not an overnight quick fix.
And here, Chris Manley and John Slattery contributed this. This was not in the script, which is having Megan between them in the background there. They had just slept together in the previous episode, and we have to know that nothing is going on. And that Don lets her know that the Hines thing didn't work out. They're in public. They're keeping the relationship quiet. But that Faye says, I'm here for you, and be prepared. And by the way, this was based on a real account, which is that Philip Morris was going to roll out Virginia Slims. And it was about 2 years away, but the idea was already in the works, and they were looking for an agency for it. And there was a chance they weren't going to give it to Leo Burnett, which is who had Marlboro.
Summer practice helmet. It's not as good.
And here we have Glenn and Sally, and in this amazing Crayola crayons dress,
What do you talk about?
Glenn in his football uniform, and him talking to her about her psychiatry experience, where she's revealing that
Did she tell you to kiss your mom's ass?
that he has told her, and she has told
Me or her?
her psychiatrist that she's going to give her mother what she wants, and it's made her life easy. Glenn has given her very good advice.
In my house, I used to always tell my children, you give a little and you get a lot.
I did.
What also is important about this relationship to me, and
She doesn't like me.
is Glenn almost tells her about his relationship with Betty, but he knows. And Sally defends her mother, as you would, no matter what her feelings are. But I didn't want this to be a sexual relationship. This is not about kissing. This is about the two of them bonding. They are actually friends, and I wanted it to capture the childlike conversation. It's innocent, but it's also a support network between the two of them. It feels very sweet to me. And Don, in the midst of this crap, is leaving, and all of a sudden, someone drops into his life. And this is not an exact recreation of the lobby of the Time Life building, but it is pretty close. And you get the era, and there's a little bit of digital effects work to make it look more like it really looked. And there is Midge, Rosemary DeWitt, who we haven't seen since the first season.
Where are you going?
She still looks amazingly beautiful.
Home.
And
You look good.
I'm skinny.
I love the fact that the intimacy is a little bit distanced, right? But that
Well,
it's a coincidence that he's run into her, but what a great time for him to run into her.
Sterling Cooper, Draper
And he
Price.
tells her of his success,
Well, it sounds impressive.
and she asks for a job.
Good days and bad days, like anything else.
Good days and
So
bad
you
days,
wouldn't
this
happen
being a
to need
particularly
any
bad day.
freelance artists, would you?
I wish I could help right now. Maybe in 6 months. You can use me as a reference.
And this thing about 6 months, too, that people keep saying to each other, that the Hines guy will talk to him in 6 months, he'll talk to her in 6 months. Philip Morris will revisit Virginia Slims in 6 months later. It's basically, as Don says, it means never.
Admiring the wildlife?
I live there.
And I love how she intuits that he's alone now.
Yeah.
So, what's the rush to go home? Come over.
And talk about a sales pitch.
I have a big meeting.
Yeah, she's doing exactly what he was doing in the bar.
Yeah, and it's great, too. And
Sure.
she brings out her trump card, which is, you don't want to meet my husband?
Really?
You're married.
That's not romantic. We just got married for the bread. We'll eat. You'll buy a painting. I'll cheer you
And
up.
there's the transparency of the relationship. Come and see me.
Look, I lost my purse. At least give me a ride downtown.
I love that. Her throwing herself on his mercy.
Okay.
And there's a warmth to this too, which I
I
like.
told her I brushed my teeth. She said I still smelled like spaghetti.
And what did you do?
This scene is very touching to me because, first of all, I think everyone agrees. I'm going to assert this that Dr. Edna is the best psychiatric worker in the history of the world. After we beat the crap out of so many doctors and stuff on the show, I love her empathy and I love the kindness and I love the way she treats Sally like an adult. And she knows Sally has this narcissistic mother, and it's based on subterfuge, but which I found fascinating. When I talked to Hillary, our mental health consultant, about this, she said this is a strategy for helping this girl deal with this narcissistic mother, is give her what she wants. And as long as you know that it's not directed at you, you've made an achievement. You have a survival skill.
I thought it was great because all my friends that were seeing psychiatrists at the time, I used to ask them what went on in the office, and they just said, we just play games.
Go fish.
Yeah, I know. That's a. And here's the thing, too. I always felt like when she said, I hate sevens,
Yeah.
that was about her lisp, that she probably had spent her entire life up to this point, every time she said sevens being made fun of.
Yeah, I never put that together.
But here's Dr. Edna saying to her, we're not going to be seeing each other anymore because you've done so well, and you're going to go back to being a little girl. And she really makes her absorb the fact and gives her this affirmation and this kindness, and Sally hears it. It's just, she's still a kid, which I love, but she's getting what she needs. And then we have Don coming in to the apartment here.
Perry, we have company.
And this to me, when Maria and Andre were working on it, when I worked on it afterwards, this was like a little play to me. Don comes into this environment.
What are you gonna have? I have.
And there are a lot of clues that they're expecting him. The liquor's in a bag.
Good. Get a couple glasses.
Perry seems, her husband, I love this actor. He really did a great job
When we met, I
of
said he
being
looked like Brendan Behan.
slightly slimy and at the same time slightly desperate. There's a theme here about desperation that we kept talking about. And that joke to me, by the way, about you look like Brendan Behan or Dylan Thomas, whatever it is, these are two fairly corpulent men. And I think you're supposed to get the idea when you find out that they're drug addicts that this guy's probably lost a lot of weight. And he is her husband, and he is a playwright. It is the person that she probably would have married. The lighting in here, the dismal nature of this apartment is achieved through lighting, set dressing, sound.
And he goes right to work.
He goes right to work. And also, let's face it, Midge says, let's see if we have any toilet paper. I mean, is there anything that really suggests how dismal this life is?
The whole thing is about what she sees when
To me, the thing that really sells it is the guy, Perry. Is it Perry?
Perry, yeah.
He moves like he's on cough syrup. You know? Like his limbs aren't quite doing what they're being told to do.
This fake thing of him looking for the price list, too. And I can't remember the person's name. I think it may be in the credits, who painted the paintings. I think they're deceased. But we bought a collection of paintings. We looked at different people, and I think that you can see that there's a level of achievement with that painting. He is brushing dust off of it. She hasn't worked in a while. But there is some talent there. And this idea of an after image of what's real and what's not, of what you see when you close your eyes, this is not an accident. It's about what is the reality that Don can create for himself. And then he tips here, of course, that this whole thing is a scam. What were we going to say?
I was going to say he couldn't control it. It was such an important thing to get that painting sold.
You know what?
Yeah.
I'm gonna get some groceries and whip up a great.
And I love now how he becomes this sort of, he's a con man, but he becomes very bourgeois. It's like they're just some people making dinner. And she can tell already that he screwed this up.
My father owned a restaurant. I could make chicken cordon bleu.
And he's selling again.
How about that?
But she lost her purse, he messed everything up, and of course,
$10?
depending on the actor, we depended on the actor to sell this, and he did very well. Judge Slider got a great performance here of him saying
I'll be right back.
$10 and being excited about that. It's a lot of money. It's a lot of money to go get groceries.
But Don has already signed off. He's
Yeah, he's
through
already
with it.
donated.
Put that in his arm.
And then
You
we
could have
realize
so much
that,
more from me.
and then he calls her on
That's
this
what he tracked me
this
down.
scam.
Like James Bond.
James Bond is mentioned a couple times this season, by the way. He's ubiquitous in 1965. It's just really a huge part of the culture. I love what she does here. I love her sort of submission.
Buy a painting.
It's still ambiguous, but she's ashamed because of her desperate behavior. All she wanted him to do was buy a painting. And there you get Don, pure Don. Forget about the suit, the haircut, everything. Just see this man who smoked dope with her in her apartment, who was curious.
While someone licks your tits.
What is it like? She tells him.
I can see it's very good.
That was such.
He said it would help me
He
take
calls
my mind
attention
off
to
of
reality.
It's the same way Cooper looks at the offices. You know?
Why don't you stop?
But she gets more tired and hard
Yeah.
as the scene goes on. The lighting.
heroin.
And then there's this thing, she says it's heroin. I mean,
I just can't
I love the fact that something you don't hear about drugs, which is that it feels great, but she can't stop because it's heroin. Obviously, it's very addictive.
see you.
And she's glad to see him, and then there's a romantic gesture here in the midst of all this. We know each other. And the fact that she became a drug addict, I mean, anyone who saw the first season of the show, it cannot be a surprise. It is such a logical
This is
extension. And then I had this idea that he would give her this check. You know, he would make his generous donation. And still, I mean, it's useless to her. She wants a short-term solution. She needs cash. She can't buy drugs with a check. She's not part of that part of society.
Well, I keep seeing it as sort of one of the themes that you came back to again and again through the whole thing is the difference between the short con and the long con, you know? And the long con is a big account that you milk over 25 years.
Right.
And the short thing is we got to make something happen in 3 months here.
Yeah, but desperation is an
Desperate.
impediment.
Absolutely.
And
Sure.
she watches him. Look at what she does here. I love this. Her watching him rip up this check, and he almost does it in a hostile way. Like you could have had all that money, but you settled for nothing.
Any good?
And then she asks about the painting because she is an artist.
doesn't matter.
And it doesn't matter. To me, this is so bittersweet, and
You know, I don't even have car fare.
That's this
Across the park. Do some
This response.
advertising for me.
rather than give him back a couple of dollars to take a cab home.
right.
She tells him to walk across the park.
And wear it like a sandwich board and advertise for her.
It's really great to see you, Don.
And he hasn't changed. And the way he takes her hands off his shoulders, it's not a rejection. It is, I'm not interested in that, but it's also like, don't go any lower than you're going. She is so independent, you know. So here we have Betty, and hopefully this little piece at the top, you can tell that this monthly session with Dr. Edna, or maybe it's increased at this point, is Betty's therapy.
That's what he said anyway.
And I love Dr. Edna's somewhat less than therapeutic response, which is, you probably come in here and complain every week, and all she says is, well, you learned something, didn't you?
So I thought that I should tell you that I believe Sally has made wonderful progress.
And
that
I love this mural back here. I actually saved the original rendering of it, and it's in my office.
She's cured?
You just get such a sense of what child psychiatry is about,
She ran away.
who this woman is, and then
was wrong. And she's been
John
very
shot it this way, and we cut to it that way, so that moment where Betty says, you're pulling this away from me? Who says she's cured? You know, Betty's obviously thinking about herself. I don't want to lose my therapy.
She's borderline hysterical.
Well, I think she doesn't understand that Sally is not cured as far as she's concerned, you know? How could it happen so fast, and how could she lose this part of her life? And she says, you need to talk to someone. And this language also was all vetted by Hillary Handel, so that it was kind but therapeutic. And here's that cut, so you can actually see as much of that mural as possible.
I don't need a psychiatrist. I just...
Need a mother.
Yeah.
Obviously, I'm willing to do whatever you recommend.
And I love the way
Sally
Betty makes
progresses.
her sales pitch here.
And I would hope, of course, that if she continues to make progress, that we could continue to discuss that.
That is such a threatening.
Of course.
And you see Dr. Edna give in.
So I'll keep you in the books for next month.
I can't let this woman go.
If you think so.
That's the great line.
Well, I mean, it's not my decision, obviously.
Whatever you want to do, it's fine with me.
You're the doctor, right?
And then we have a moment here, you know, we've done this at least one other time in the show where we've showed Don's nerves, but he is desperate. I wonder how well this meeting would have gone. He brings in Peggy to discuss this, but I think he really just wants to calm his nerves. She's the person to talk to before he goes in. It's not a pitch, but so much is riding on it. He hasn't had this many, since the pilot, I don't think he's had a pitch that's been this high stakes. Had a meeting, excuse me, and it's not a meeting.
Dr. Atherton's on his way up. The partners are gathering in the lobby. And Dr. Miller called to say...
And I liked showing that he was anxious. It was important to me to see that weakness.
What were you saying?
See how much he wants it.
I was saying you're going to do great.
The delusional aspect of what you can control and what you can't that we talked about in the second season with Duck.
Yeah.
Really, when you're under the gun,
Right.
they sit around and rehearse these things ad infinitum. What do we say if they say this? What
Right,
do, you know?
and much like American
Sure.
Airlines, he never gets to
It
do
never happens.
Which is pretty accurate to business, and I think that's one of the things I'm proud of that we do on the show, because it's like that in TV also. How
It's
many
like
things
that in
you
everything.
prepare- Yeah.
It's all in your head, you know, and you think you've answered every question that the client could possibly ask, and
Right.
then they ask you something about dogs, you know?
And here we are with Atherton not coming through with this meeting, and all that anxiety we saw before they turn on each other. Don says 6 months means never, and they start yelling at him, venting their frustration because there's so much riding on it.
Cold out there. We can't even get a meeting with a damn tobacco account.
Take it inside.
And the idea that they're tainted because they lost this account, right? That their desperation is showing.
Oh, sure.
And no one wants to be with a loser. And Roger gets the last word there. And of course, the energy is spreading through the firm. They had their meeting the episode before when they actually lost Lucky Strike, but they're still working. But everyone can feel, everybody knows when Mommy and Daddy are splitting up.
This line, Mr. Crane, out.
And
Can't even dig
the whole sort of beehive sense of the eavesdropping and everything. But I love them turning on each other here, and I love what Don says about it.
The most telling thing is that door shutting, which when there's a problem in a business, like an agency or anything, immediately, all over the
There's
place.
Peggy on the door.
I met with the bank. They've agreed to extend our line.
And here we get our information that they
You went to the bank.
would have to put their own money into the firm. And that was something that Bob had explained to us from the very beginning of the agency when we started it the season before, that would they need their own money? Well, they might if they got in trouble. And it would be in their contracts that they'd be compelled to contribute.
Obligation of your contract.
All we need is a bridge to cold and flu season, and Vicks will take us to the
Pete is optimistic, mostly because he doesn't have the money, as we're going to find out.
Hardship for me as well, but it's
The adults with their ears to the wall. It's just so perfect.
If you figure it out, you know where to find me. For a little while, anyway.
And Don, incredibly frustrated. We wanted to build his frustration. We really wanted to keep piling it on. And here is this. The scene was a real challenge because I was looking for something, which eventually came from outside, but we're just trying to find something that Sally could talk about here that was not about her parents, that was her talking for the first time as an independent person, the thing that her mother finds so threatening, the thing that everyone noticed this season with her growing up.
You don't? Then what happens when you die?
And the depth of their relationship.
But isn't this the same relationship as Don and Peggy?
I think about forever.
Oh, that's interesting.
Like the Land O'Lakes butter has that
Who's who?
girl sitting holding a box. And it has a picture of her on it holding a box.
She's Peggy.
With a picture
She's
of her
Peggy and
holding
it's
a
Don.
box.
That's the relationship that they have.
Because she's giving him this amazing sort of
I wish I would've
esoteric
said that.
idea, and he's bringing it back down to earth, but he hears her.
But he listens to her.
He does
they
listen to her.
to each
I should
other.
too.
And again, you can see what I wanted to show the audience here, and what Andre and Maria did really well here, is to show how important they are to each other. I'll send you my Fritos. There's nothing creepy about this, and I use that word just because I know the baggage that comes along with Glenn.
May I speak with you?
And here is Don
No.
drinking.
You want one?
I remember Bobby saying when Pete opened his door, Megan better lean in there and say, "Are you sure you want to see him?"
Totally open out about it to leverage a sweeter.
And here's Pete giving him the bad news that they were just used for this meeting, which is par for the course.
Started bragging about how we never even got a meeting.
What do you want?
I want to know why I'm being punished for being the only business left around here.
We're all being punished.
I don't have that kind of money.
Pete, I'm doing everything I can. Get me in a room.
Again, how many times have we heard Don say that?
Come in.
And Josh, for that matter. But it's that Don can only do so much on his own, and he's been taught that by the Hines guy. And here comes Peggy, in the midst of this, as usual, walking into the blades of a fan. But there's something nice about the way she holds her own here. And she sort of goes above her pay grade and offers up his own advice to himself.
Peggy, it's not your problem.
These were the collection of things that were making him think of what he was going to do, of pushing him into that corner. And her saying, change the conversation. How many times have we heard Don say that? Reposition yourself. Change the dog food.
Start over. We just started.
Yeah,
Madison Square Garden, we did it too.
There's always someone at the agency who tries to remind people that they work at an agency and they should probably take the advice that they give clients. But, typically advertising people are the worst at doing this sort of stuff. You know?
Here is, I mean, I don't know if it's typical, I believe you that it's bad there, but I love that creative, the least important, most important thing there is, because really what we've shown is he can't do anything. He cannot get that meeting with Philip Morris. He cannot do anything, and he's been pushed to the wall, and so what are they going to do?
Well, I like the reference to change the name, too, because if any client were to come to an agency and say, we'd like to call ourselves FCTP, you'd say, you're out of your mind.
Right.
It doesn't do you anything in the marketplace, but every one of these places is known by...
As an advertising agency, that's true. But there are more creative names as the 60s goes on. There are definitely... They're not all initials. But I love this scene, too, because this, to me, is also Pete's adulthood.
The partners each need
it was hard to get this so that they weren't just lapsing back into their childishness. But Trudy's putting her foot down and saying the same thing that Pete's dad said to him when the baby was born. You went into this thing with your open eyes. You've given your heart and soul to it. It is dying. And he's being the husband and saying, honey, this is what I have to do. It's for... I think when he says it's for people's jobs, I don't think he really means it.
Bet big and lose, you don't double
And I just love the idea that she's sort of...
I'll lose my partnership.
She tells him
lose your stateroom on the Titanic?
that you're not
great line.
Give anything more to that.
She's very smart.
You don't get to
They all are.
Lower your voice.
And then she has the trump card about the baby. And she's, by the way, kudos to Janie and everybody else, too. The woman had a baby a month ago and she still looks like she did. And here's the big moment of Don coming home. And we debated this a lot. How we were going to convey the importance of this painting, the importance of everything that happened with Midge, which you're going to talk about in a second, Bob. We'll talk about it now. You were saying that it wasn't until afterwards, watching it again, that you realized.
What I saw was that Midge's relationship to Don, looking at him being that prized cow, in a way, carrying the milk for her, was exactly what Don was going through at the agency in terms of looking for a new client. The dependency.
And to me, he's looking at this painting. I love that shot. I love that John moved the camera. John and Chris moved the camera there. This is not an accident to me that Don flips through his entire journal because I wanted to tell this story, as I said to you, about him getting very close to knowing who he was and then sort of selling out as the business hit the fan and going down to his inner survival mechanism, that he literally rips out all of his inner musings, all of his self-imposed therapy, and throws it in the garbage. And the idea of using these two voiceovers here, one which is very internal and then slowly becomes the public voice that's in the newspaper. And Josh, we worked the hell out of this thing trying to get the sentences right. And you know what? Josh was talking about how it had lowered the work, and there were some more modern ideas in there, but I really wanted to streamline this. And it was obviously based on reality, and we felt, would Don do this? And it was the only move he could make, and it was such a brilliant marketing move. And of course, you're so on his side. I think you're smelling victory while this is happening. You're seeing that he's smoking while he's doing it, so it is a maneuver.
Well, one of the most telling things about this to me was how much was written about it in the business and trade press afterwards. And the guy from the Wall Street Journal wrote that he wouldn't even take a position. He said, in what was either a brilliant or stupid move,
Right. And here's, by the way, having Henry be the first person who sees it in print, and by the way, the font is perfect. I love this prop. That's the actual newspaper from that day. It's only the second time in the history of the New York Times where they have allowed to put somebody something fake in the newspaper. And it must have worked out really badly the first time, but we got to talk them into doing that, and they knew how important it was to us, and it took some persuasion. But
Really?
I love, and also that he throws Ted Shaw under the bus and McCann Erickson and all the people that, and that there's the repercussions. This is the twist in the show to me.
Sure.
Don makes this bold move, and everybody realizes that they're gonna suffer for it. They're gonna pay for it. He did not think it through. He thought it through for the company and for himself. It was impulsive. It was risky.
Good morning.
Well, look at all his partners suddenly act like clients. You know?
Well, they also have something to hate.
Quite a few.
Sure.
Mostly reporters.
Instead of hating each other, they can hate one person.
Anyone else?
And
Someone named
Emerson Foote is mentioned here because,
and,
well, you can look him up on
That's a
the
good one.
internet. He had made a somewhat bold stand on tobacco and continued to the rest of his career. And his is more of a moral stance than Don's, at least appeared to be that way. But
Somebody used your name to end our business in the newspaper.
I love the fact that Don just sort of goes in there
It's suicide. It's insane.
gleefully.
How could you do this? Why would you do this?
And everything that's being said here, we had someone that we talked to on the phone who had worked at DDB where we were asking him about sort of the wording on this. I don't know if you know about this. Everything that he said to us is in this scene. And it was, why would you do that? Why would they do that? It's suicide. Why would they do that? They're in the tobacco business. They should just write it out.
No one asked you to euthanize this company.
What did you expect? For us to pat you on the back?
And there's the part of it, too, which is that he wasn't a team player, right? I mean,
Sure. And
I love that you guys brought that to us, that was one of the biggest insults, is that Cooper would say, like, you didn't ask us. We didn't even have a chance. Now we look like the enemy, too.
right. And they're immediately acting exactly the same way that their clients act. They've turned completely into outsiders. You know,
Right.
Don is the only one in the room who's still thinking like an advertising person. You know?
And he's the only one who's relaxed.
Sure.
But I also want him to say, like, this is an advertising for an ad for the agency. He says this. If you don't understand it, then
Right.
Excuse me.
And then this is a moment that I will admit I did not gauge the audience correctly on this. I felt that this was an amazing comeuppance from Ted Shaw to call up and say that he was Bobby Kennedy and that Don would be particularly vulnerable. But we actually saw this episode with an audience right before it aired, and I thought people would just be laughing like crazy at this horrible imitation. And in fact, they noticed it was a horrible imitation, but thought that we had not pulled it off right on the show. And instead of laughing at the end of this scene, when it's revealed that it's Ted Shaw, people were very upset that it wasn't Bobby Kennedy, that it didn't save the agency.
That's very flattering.
And we also tried to convey, I think, the reality of what would happen in this case. You would get
sure.
a lot of calls. I don't think you'd get a lot of business immediately.
No, and I think a lot of the stuff, the nice thing about it coming from the agency is the first thing that agency people think when you do something like that is, what a jerk, and why didn't I think of it, you know?
Page ad in the Times. What did that run you?
And Don is embarrassed here, and I think the audience is very disappointed for him. I know Bob was.
You're cynical and craven.
Right?
Tobacco.
And I love that Cooper says this to him too. Like, you are not, you have no, not that tobacco is a moral stance, but there is no morality in what you did.
No longer part of this agency.
Yeah, I mean, this comes back to what Cooper said to him last season, which is you don't have the
stomach for it.
The stomach or the maturity to start an agency.
Right.
You know, and he acts the way he said he would act in this situation.
What were you going to say, Bob?
I just feel badly about Bobby Morse's resignation.
Yeah, it is. But I think he had to put his foot down, literally. I mean,
just moved my family back here.
And Lane is back in here, and
Everyone throws guilt.
Yeah. And it was important to me that Megan feels awful about putting Bobby Kennedy through, but also
She said she'd stop by later.
that Dr. Faye called because she obviously, we want to know what she thinks of it.
By the way,
And that Megan understood this. It was I was worried about the audience not understanding it on some level also, that this was a maneuver, that this is not about Don.
I know that part.
So much of this episode, and Andre Maria got this from the beginning, was about doing the right thing for the wrong reasons. And that has to do with Sally humoring her mother by behaving like a little girl, a responsible, interested little girl. It has to do with Don buying a painting of Midge's just out of pity. It has to do with him making this incredibly brave moral stand against a fairly clear evil, the tobacco companies, but doing it in a completely hollow way, just as a marketing ploy, just as a chance to save their business.
From all my clients this morning, mostly out of morbid curiosity, but one thing's for sure, they're not talking about Lucky Strike.
And I was worried
That's
that
the key line right there.
Yeah. Yeah, and Peggy's a little smug because in her mind, this was all her idea. This is a very funny joke to me they misinterpret that. But that is the key line because along with I hope the audience understood right away that
Okay.
Don was not a crusader against tobacco. Don is a crusader to save the agency.
Well, yeah, and I think the thing that Don always does is there's a saying, in business and in agencies, is that you either plan or you're planned for. He really doesn't like other people making plans for him, and he'll do something.
Right,
and that's
he took control of his life.
He takes control of his life for the situation.
Even if it's suicidal. It's better to do something than nothing.
But anyone who hasn't taken that walk that Peggy just took,
I know,
not knowing what's at the other end, and just that deep breath that she takes.
We do not kill people on this show, not as a rule.
Obviously.
Certainly not the way they do in crime genres and so forth. But I always feel like the firing, the losing of the job, it is the death. It is someone leaving this world. And
Polish kid, Danny.
I love the way she rolls over on Danny immediately as soon as she's relieved about not being fired. But Don has not seen the consequences of his actions yet. Now he knows that his partners are not happy, but they may come along as they see as they get over their feelings being hurt.
You'll know what's going on.
And of course, there's this moment.
Okay.
I love the way John taps his fingers there. It's just this moment of insecurity.
I think
But her response, though.
Her response is delicious. It takes you back to the first episode of the season, which is about public relations, and she just throws it in his face like, you know exactly what I did. I know exactly what you did. Right? It's a joy for the audience, but it's also that there's two birds of a feather. And here is just the coincidence of Betty driving by this, which I believe, and seeing her daughter hanging out with, for some reason or other, her mortal enemy. I don't see it as her mortal enemy. I always felt this was about that Glenn is her old boyfriend.
What are you doing here?
And she resents
that fight or flight. He chose flight.
And I told him, that was one of the last passes I put him in, dropping the sodas at the same time and taking off and then catching his breath at the end here. And I said, when you run, don't forget that Betty Draper can catch you.
We're not going back to your bike.
I told you, he's my friend.
And I love this moment. We were long, and this was something that was going to be cut. But I love when she says, you don't know anything about him. Because Sally doesn't believe she knows him, but Betty knows she does.
But that's why Glenn is Don.
Yeah.
Glenn rejected her at the end, and Don rejected her, and I think she can't separate them. That's why she hates Glenn.
I love these shots here. This is John Slattery and Chris Manley working together here to create, in a very economical way, Kay's territoriality.
No, thank you.
What Janie does with the costumes here, Don's sort of glib response, and Jessica there, Megan, reacting to Faye's territoriality.
My things.
And here we see that Faye
Jeff Atherton wants to know
has lost her job, and Don did not anticipate that either.
I'm so sorry. I didn't think about that.
How important she is to him. And here he's booted her out of his professional life, not by the compromise with Heinz, but by completely turning on their biggest client.
So, you're going to make it through this day, and you're going to leave this office.
And I love how
leave
she
for
turns
dinner,
this into a moment for intimacy.
wherever I want.
And I can't tell, I always felt emotionally, that he was not unnerved by this. It just hadn't occurred to him that they had a chance to be out in the open and be closer. Why wouldn't they be out in the open now that he's not married and they're not working together? But it did seem to make him uncomfortable.
Yeah, I don't think that...
And he did sleep with Meg in the episode before, although that seems to be meaningless.
We've talked about it a lot. I don't think Don knows or cares how the business beyond his office really works. It doesn't take...
Listen,
Have your girl make reservations.
Have your girl make
There's
reservations.
a look on his face right there that makes me feel that at that moment, he had shut the door on her.
Really?
I think that moment, that look on his face.
Even though it was the chance for their greatest intimacy. And here Peggy reiterating Don's, as Josh said, inability to understand what's going on outside the office. She says, "Who's going to do our research?" And Faye's like, "I just got fired." Oh, right, you.
I love working with you.
And you know,
Would you have a drink with me?
I don't want to linger.
I
Not
think
right
that
now.
we know that Peggy admires this woman,
I hate to think I'm
and
not
now
gonna
she gets
see
to
you.
express it.
That's sweet.
No, I mean it. You do your job so well, and they respect you, and you don't have to play any games.
And also, I love this as a mentorship here going on here in some way.
But there are no other women, and business women that Peggy has any relationship
No.
with.
Except for Bobby Barrett.
Who actually had a similar relationship.
Similar. Yeah, no, I see the same thing with them.
Yeah.
You know. But I
It
think
has to be handed on. And also Peggy being wise enough to realize that that woman did have something to teach her.
Oh, sure. And if she's going to pick between Dr. Faye and Bobby Barrett, I would pick Dr. Faye.
She listened to Bobby Barrett too, I think.
Yeah.
So here's Henry trying to be the great dad. Betty probably told him off screen that the kids want to eat with you, and he shows up. And he's fairly enthusiastic. And I do feel like he is watching out for those kids. I mean, we've seen him take an interest in Sally. That's been great. And we see that he's warm with them. Someone has to fill in for Betty.
Another
Dawn used to do
gourmet
it.
dinner.
I know. I love that she's not a good cook. It's unexpected.
I think it's time for us to move.
And then you see this reaction on Sally's face. And here, talk about doing the right thing for the wrong reasons. They should have left this house. They should not have been paying Dawn rent. She should have given her new husband or new marriage a chance. And it's this desire to destroy her daughter's relationship
She'll get over it.
that finally gets her out of that house. Kiernan's work all season, just to me, is just so filled with honesty. And she feels like herself. She feels like her age. And
But she's such a child in that shot.
yeah, it's really amazing. And here's the
Dawn, Harry, and myself should probably begin the process of letting people
the
go
real
to
repercussions of
avoid
Dawn's
any
activity.
further damage to morale.
And please try and limit any sympathetic adjustments to
We had two ways to do this,
And as Lane mentioned,
and they delivered it two ways. Slattery got it both ways, and the actors did it both ways, which is where he said they do disappear in a serious way, and there's another one where he was sort of smiling, like, you can't blame me. And I love that we went with the serious one.
It's a joke.
Leo.
It's not. They finally called me. They want us to come in and meet about an anti-smoking campaign.
So here is something positive has come out of it.
About 5 minutes to stop laughing.
If you want to live as a hypocrite, which Don is perfectly willing to do, and everybody else is kind of surprised by,
Great.
and Pete knows that this is baloney.
Live as a what? In an ad agency?
There was something foreign about that statement.
I know. This is why you guys are on the show. You have to remind me about.
Who's a hypocrite? That's hysterical.
If you want to have a new business, excuse me.
New business.
And also,
Yes, Don saved the company. Now go.
Pete has to put this money in. This whole thing is just, they're powerless. They are in the Titanic.
I suppose.
And
Lane,
Roger's line here.
Well, I gotta go learn a bunch of people's names before I fire them.
That's such a priceless moment.
Yeah. I mean, you know, if these DVDs are, if you're listening to this and it's been a few years since the show, the climate of the country as we were making this show is that a lot of people are being fired. And it was not an accident that we tried to sort of capture the selfishness on some level of, and survival skills of the people at the top, and that sometimes the repercussions are not. Now, Don is the hero, but the repercussions are not anticipated, and that people losing their job it's very serious.
This is my favorite part of the whole show.
Is that Don bailed him out?
Yeah. No, just that nod.
Yeah.
Between the two of them that you spent 3 years
It is
earning.
incredible, right?
Yeah.
It is incredible that of course, Don took care of him, and then these two trying to continue to work while this is going on. And there's a little bit of music, but it's mostly sounds. And these people, of course, are our background people. They're not hired especially for this episode. They have been in the show all season. And their emotional response is, you can feel it because they know it's their last episode also in reality.
Well, I'm not so sure I agree that they sat there because they were trying
this guy
to work.
right here, this is they're
Bill?
this right here, this lamb to the slaughter walk I'm sorry, what were we going to say? You don't think that they're trying to...
To work? No, I think they're sitting at that desk because they're watching everything going on, knowing that they're still going to be there.
Well, I don't think it's comfortable.
There's a feeling about knowing you're not getting fired.
Trust in me.
And there's Don basically absorbing that there's the adult moment. And him saying, you know, that's why I picked the song, obviously, is that there's a message of, like, I know what's best, but it's Etta James, there's always the blues there, which is...
Well,
if you really believe in this, you know, good luck.
The first agency that I ever worked at went down when the big client left. And I was in the president's office one day and noticed that his call list tacked to his bulletin board had 12 check marks by different people's names, and it wasn't people that he actually ever called, and I couldn't figure out what it was until I walked out of the office. I realized those were the 12 people that stayed.
Oh, my God.
If we lost the account. It was chilling, you know.
Well, you guys, I can't thank you enough for your work this season, but also for really making this this grand gesture of Don Draper feel like a real thing that happened for the time and for the story. So thank you.
Sure.
It feels like a real thing.
It's horrible. It's much worse than seeing people get shot on television. People look at this and if it didn't happen to them within the last 6 months, it happened to someone they knew.
That's true.
You know, and you know, I get calls the day after the show from people in business saying, "Oh my God, I couldn't watch that." You know, all right.
That's great. Well, thank you guys.
Okay,
Josh,
sure.
Bob, thank you.